You will get through it. That is a message that I got for the collective here today from the universe. Hi, my name is Carley. Welcome to Divine Cosmic Readings. If you're new here, I do things a little differently. I get a message from the universe and then I meditate over it and I pull some tarot cards to get the overall theme of the reading. And I want to go ahead and get started with the Seven of Wands. Here, it really means that you can see how he's depicted here. He's fighting an uphill battle, like, he's fighting with something. So maybe you've been feeling like that lately. You've been fighting an uphill battle with maybe either someone or something. Which leads me to the Four of Cups. Four of Cups means that you've kind of been almost bored with something. You're not really feeling fulfilled by something. Again, it comes back to that fighting an uphill battle type deal. Maybe you've, again, been fulfilled by something and you feel like you're just fighting an uphill battle for something that you're not really sure is good for you anymore. And next I got the Strength in reverse. And this usually means that you've been feeling really drained. You've, like your strength is just like almost non-existent to continue on with whatever it is you're fighting or you're going through. But this is a universe actually trying to tell you to get in touch with that strength and inner strength again. Try to get in touch with that. Gonna move on. Let's see. What are we fighting? What are we potentially bored with? What's that uphill battle that we're facing? I heard rest and relax. So maybe you're being called to rest and relax yourself with whatever it is that you're going through. I got the image of like a body of water and the person's just floating. And they are just, in their own space, in their own world. So I have a feeling it has to do with your strength. That has to do with your strength, how you tap back into it. There's nothing there from the Oracle, from the universe. I haven't really gotten anything from the universe deck in a while. That's really strange. So, but what is it that we're fighting? What is it that we're bored with? Can you tell me, universe? I heard yourself. You're bored with yourself. Maybe you're fighting some kind of inner battle with yourself. Maybe you're wanting to do something new. Maybe you're tired of doing something. Nothing with this one either. So maybe you're tired of doing something. Maybe you're wanting to do something new. Maybe what you've been doing isn't fulfilling you anymore. Oh, sorrow. Sorrow. What could that mean? I got sorrow. There's something that you've been fighting, the thing that has drained you, the thing that you're potentially bored with that's not serving you anymore. It's something that you once loved. It's something that you once loved, but you don't anymore. I think you're trying to convince yourself that you still do, but in reality, you don't. Maybe it's something that someone else wanted you to do. Wisdom. Wisdom. I have a feeling this goes back to the yourself comment, like you're bored with yourself. Maybe not yourself in general, but more like, the thing that you're doing. Maybe you're bored with that. And you're bored with, like, or like, you're frustrated, more like. not really bored, you're frustrated with how you've turned out with this thing that maybe someone else has pushed on you. Or perhaps it's something that you thought that you would love and maybe you once did, but it's something that doesn't serve you anymore. Oh yeah, I'm feeling called to pull from this deck. I actually just got this in today. This is the Citadel deck. It's a fantasy oracle deck, but I feel it's very, very connected to what this topic is talking about. And I didn't really get into the wisdom card. Like, the wisdom card really means like delving into your own wisdom, your own intuition. You know, not really taking not really taking advice from anyone other than yourself. So that's really what that means. It's kind of like insight, your own intuition on what you need to do, what's best for you. So that's what I got with the wisdom card. Let's see what we see with the Citadel. And what am I doing? I swear, I'm like a noob. We didn't even knock. I'm like a noob here. How dare. What do we have for the collective with this deck? We have the Fate, which is accepting help and guidance, which is what this is here. This is the universe trying to actually help you with what you need to do. So, and then we have the Guide, which is inheritance and correction. So I'm hearing power. I think this one comes back to strength, the strength reversed. I think this is how you can get that strength back again, with that rest and relaxation, with the inheritance and correction. You know, you're needing to correct, you know, how you view things. I'm hearing how you view things. Maybe your viewpoint on certain things is, as I'm hearing, outdated. Maybe it's not for you anymore. Again, maybe it's someone who tried to push you into it. Okay. This one is just speaking. I got 3 cards. I'm feeling this one the most. The Patron, which has to do with mentorship and finances. Maybe this is like a financial situation for you. I'm seeing that it is more career oriented. Maybe you do handle finances. Maybe your job is handling somebody's finances in a way. Or maybe this is helping you with your own personal finances. So I'm really getting that the Patron. Again, I just got these cards today. I don't know their own really real meanings behind them. But just from going off of what I'm seeing here, what I'm feeling. Mentorship and finances. Like what I'm seeing here, how these hands are being stabbed through with these instruments. I have a feeling that's how you feel. It's like, you know, you're handling other people's finances. Or maybe it's your own finances that you're handling. And it's just not for you anymore. Again, maybe this is like a corporate job that you do. Maybe this is corporate. and you're not really wanting to do this anymore. I have a feeling this comes back to the guide, inheritance, and correction. Like, I love it what it has with these keys, and how this door to like the star is open. It's like flooding with water on this bottom, and then this bell coasting over the surface here. I really like these keys as well. Like, you're like, it's meant to unlock something. You're meant to unlock something within yourself, and that bell is like ding. It's here. So I have a feeling that you're not meant to do something. And I really think that was with the patron. You're not meant to do something anymore. It has to do with finances or mentorship. Maybe you're in a lead role. You're in a leadership position in some form or another, and you're kind of getting tired of that. Your strength has drained. Your strength is just non-existent anymore. Next, I have the orator, which is communication and confidence. With this one, I really like how this one is as well. Like, this hand is holding the skull, and there's the third eye at the top here. I have a feeling like, this is like, could potentially be you, and then this third eye is like you looking at it like from a hindsight, like a hindsight 2020, if you continue on this path. Like, I could have potentially listened, and I didn't. I said communication and confidence has to go with that wisdom. Like, you need to communicate that this is something you're not wanting to do anymore. You need to look inside yourself and see what it is that you're being called to do. The last I have is the assassin, which is ruthlessness and conviction. Again, we get that skull with the third eye, and then we have, it's surrounded by flowers, but it's also surrounded by knives and bones. I have a feeling this means, like, I think it has to do with orator as well. Communication and confidence. This is ruthlessness and conviction. I do feel like, you need to put a little bit of ruthlessness into your communication. That's what I feel. Do we have anything else with this deck? I hear yes. This deck is very communicative today. It must be because it's brand spanking new, and I just got it, and it's filled with energy, filled with my energy, just wanting to speak. So I'm hearing one more, but I do feel that with that ruthlessness, the assassin, you need to kill. I want to say kill. I feel like you do need to kill, though. You need to kill something. You need to kill, not like a person, but like you need to kill. Oh, I got two more. You need to kill that part of yourself that is still trying to cling on to it, that's still trying to fight that uphill battle. You need to kill that part of yourself with that ruthlessness and that conviction that going into the orator, the communication and the confidence. You need to have that conviction to say, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is not for me anymore. I'm not going to stand for it. I want to do what I want to do. I have a feeling this one just came out because I don't feel like, no. I'm getting a no with this card. The Waker, which is awareness and reflection. I really, really love how this card is depicted. It's clouds, but the eye is in the center, and it's looking like it's just boom. Like it's still like that fresh awakening. Like once you take this advice into account, once you take this advice and apply it, you will awaken that wisdom that you are being called to, that wisdom you're being called to take about yourself. And once you take that advice, if you take that wisdom and you know, you will awaken into your fate. You will awaken into your fate. Once you know what you're meant to do, you will awaken into your fate. I'm hearing that a lot, awaken into your fate. So that is all I have. I'm hearing done. That was insane with the Citadel cards. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I feel like we're done. I'm hearing done. I don't really feel anything anymore. So that is what I have for the collective here today. Just, be decisive. Try to call on the inner wisdom into what you want. You're fighting that uphill battle. You're really bored with how your life has turned out. And your strength has dimmed, and you're having a sorrow. I'm having really sorrow about, like, how your life is turning out, or like or a potential that could have been, but now you're kind of mourning that potential. But this is the universe telling you it's not too late. It's not too late. You could awaken. You could accept the guidance, accept the help that the universe and me are trying to give you here today, and you can inherit your fate. You can awaken to your fate. You just have to communicate it, and you have to be concise, and you have to be ruthless, and you have to have that conviction, or they're not going to take you seriously. I have a feeling that the person that you want to communicate this to, they're not really going to take you seriously, but you have to be ruthless with it. You have to have that conviction, or they're not really going to see it. So that is what I have for the collective here today. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot to reach the people that I need to reach. Please leave a comment down below if this resonated with you. And I love to communicate with the people that it resonates with. And that is all for today. Many, many blessings upon you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.